Welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII, the Disc 2!
And now, for someone completely
Dwebs, you can be,
Uncle Laguna, there's someone here to see you.
And yeah, this is Laguna's actual normal quote-unquote outfit, and I actually really like it.
This is Laguna's, this is another piece of Laguna's story that we're watching here.
Sorry, go on.
Huh? Me? What's this person look like?
A person.
What do you think?
An elephant. He was wearing funny clothes. He's talking to Ray right now.
Gilgamesh? What are you doing here?
Not yet. Not yet. Just keep your thoughts in mind.
Kafka, what are you doing here?
As if.
Is he at the pub? I wonder.
Maybe it's us, Steph.
Yep, that's why I came over to get you, Uncle Laguna.
Though she said it's a he, so it can't be Cloud of Darkness.
Maybe it's Ultros. Well, the Cloud of Darkness is agender, so.
Yeah, even though, you know, she looks like a girl.
Amano felt quirky.
Yes, Al, you are a good girl.
Aww.
No, you're not!
Laguna, what did we told you about?
It's dangerous to be out there by yourself. What if a monster comes and attacks you? He actually has a point there.
I mean,
I would be
sadly,
more worried about
yeah.
the fact that the place where we're in is actually infested.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, actually, Theo, remember, if you go step outside this house, random encounters happen, so technically Laguna's right. She can
I
get...
actually forgot about this part.
It's still dangerous. It actually is, Theo. It actually is, to be fair.
Huh.
Laguna actually has a good point here. And since you're such a cute...
Laguna.
And you're such a cute little girl, the monsters will especially... Well, that's a thing, Theo. Unlike Squall, Laguna actually cares about people. They'll catch you and they'll suck all your blood out.
I think you're mixing the lore a bit up, Laguna.
If anything like that should happen, Uncle Laguna's gonna cry. Aww.
Then he'll murder everyone, and then himself.
Of course.
I'll be okay.
Just junction your GF, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here, I'll junk and exchange my stuff with yours.
I'll just call you Uncle Laguna. You'll come rescue me, right?
Like he'll be your personal GF.
Hey, Alone, wait.
I wonder who these alone might be.
Oh well.
I wonder.
Well, there's a thing, Theo. When her first line ever in the first part actually did it have her name there? I don't remember if it did. Whatever.
No, but I think she got name dropped after we rescue her in the training grounds.
Okay then.
Oh wow, Laguna did practice on the wall, so.
Bibbs?
Where be?
Oh,
I waited. Am I a good girl?
Well, are you gonna ask me that every 10 seconds, honey? Come on, let's just not, Dear Alone's father and mother, Alone's been a good girl today. Yeah, but, so, yeah, the parents are dead, of course. So, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Very good, Alone, very good.
Judging by the fact how we trained, I don't feel Laguna is still completely father beer material.
Well, at the very least, he's trying.
Oh, hey, Nibelheim.
Oh,
Close enough.
Oh, yeah.
This, I think, if I recall correctly, this place is called Winhill or something.
here's another
Winhill, there you go.
Yeah, notice how sweet and tender this music is. Again, see, Theo? I told you. Yeah, this is another problem, and Spoonie brought this up in his review as well. The incredible musical tonal dissonance between this part, because when you're out in the field, you're listening to this sweet, tender...
Oh my god, killer bugs! They're coming to get me! Somebody, dear Lord, help! This
Okay.
is
You see, guys.
my face!
You see
like shotgun and everything!
You see, this is why Laguna told Alone to stay inside, because there's a giant pandemic.
Caterpillar.
There's giant caterpillars out to get you.
Jesus.
You know,
Gotta be honest, I actually forgot that you had random encounters in Winning.
Wait.
What was he swinging from just then?
An attack helicopter, but where did
Spider-Man
he get that
logic,
attack?
he just attached to the moon.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought that he attached to the attack helicopter, which I guess came to help him.
No. It's basically the way Desperado works is that he throws a grenade, then jumps on a rope, sprays his gun because he has a machine gun, and then closes off with the grenade exploding.
Alone.
Thank
Now's
goodness he
your
brings it.
chance.
To possibly die.
Chance.
Chance time.
Why is that a hyphen there? But yeah, like I was saying, one of the big problems with this part is this: we're constantly hearing this sweet, tender, emotional music, and then suddenly, boom, battle. Like, and it's so jarring. I guess I'll meet. You understand, Alone? Now go to your room and play.
That's an order.
I got in trouble.
Oh.
Oh well. That's 'cause you broke your promise. Too bad. well, he's not wrong. Laguna, use proper English when speaking to Alone. Yeah, that's the only way she'll learn. Yeah. I got in trouble.
Too bad.
See, this is exactly what I keep saying. See, character, personality. It's nice to see. It's nice when we come back to this plot, isn't it? Humanity. Oh, Kiro. Kiros, you changed your look, didn't you?
It's been a while, Laguna.
Yeah, I also like Hero's outfit.
Yeah, me too.
Why is it? It's weird. Like it's like just this breastplate and just this minimal thing in the crotch, and that's it.
The rest is a jump. It's an actual brown jumpsuit, Pedro. You can see the difference in color.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I guess the issue is that his jumpsuit matches his skin color, so...
Not completely.
Yeah.
You can see the difference between the face.
I can tell you that in the original character model, it was hard to tell. Oh well.
You seem well.
Yeah, you too.
So how's the PTSD going?
Alright, this is actually important. We're gonna establish some backstory. Hey, how long has it been? You know, our grand escape from Centra?
The icy place we've been last time.
Where I was a complete moron, but we've already ragged upon that.
Yeah.
That was... one would usually call that being chased out.
With a broom.
Not that humiliating.
I thought so. Yep.
Well, I would say about a year or so.
So this is a year after the last flashback thing. I was bedridden for over 6 months. It seemed like every bone in my body was in pieces. Fortunately, I got better. I nursed them back to health.
That's nice to know.
Of course, the Japanese writers love this trope of the woman nursing the man back to health.
Thank you for taking good care of Laguna.
Aw.
I was able to recover in about a month or so. Ever since then, I've been searching for
Wow,
you.
Kiros is the one that actually recovered the fastest.
Well, he is pretty much the ace of the group when you get down to it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
As for Ward, well...
He's seen better days. Why?
After leaving the army, well, just killing time, I guess.
And monsters. Gotta
Yeah,
feed
seriously,
up the chefs.
Seriously, your town has a serious infestation
Jovan.
problem. Life's pretty boring without you as entertainment. my
It's
man.
sad when it's such a meta commentary on the game.
That's a harsh thing to say. I've been living a productive life here.
You probably didn't.
Well, to be
That's
fair,
besides the point.
to be fair to him, he's been helping out this this little village. I mean, I think I understand what you mean, though. I mean, he's been helping keep the town safe. I mean,
That's actually a good question. I'll check in the meantime. I'll tell later.
So, what do you want to know?
at least Laguna is making himself useful. What has Squall done for us lately, aside from the whole mission thing?
That's
I mean, he's Squall's been generally leading the
If
expedition
anything, Squall has
every
been
now
trying
and
to keep things under control. Yes, the Ward fucked over him constantly, but, you know,
I
he tried
guess.
at least.
How's
Pretty
Ward
much,
doing?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ward quit the army too.
Yeah.
Luckily, he found a job, and he's working pretty hard.
Demolition Derby, maybe?
So what is he doing?
He's a janitor down at the D District Prison.
We'll get back to that. Wow.
Possible social commentary on how soldiers from war didn't always get the best treatment?
Not just that. You're on to track Java, but probably also for something else.
Oh, and he never got his voice back.
Yeah.
You could
War.
basically tell what he wants from his facial expression.
Unfortunately, Ward will not speak anymore for this because the injuries was too big.
So, what do you want to know?
Tell me about Julia. How's she doing? Yeah, let's see how that turned out. Okay,
Yeah.
there goes Shiro. We're about to find out how
to get one twist.
how that whole thing with the woman he was in love with turned out. Let's see. You mean Julia, the singer? Oh, there you go. She did turn out to be a singer eventually.
That's right. Laguna really admired her and always frequented the nightclub. He even almost managed to seal the deal, but, well, let's just say the world thought that it wasn't gonna happen.
Shut up. So what if I did?
Baka.
Julia used to sing at a nightclub?
Greatness from
Well-
small beginnings.
Well, yeah, exactly. You gotta start somewhere.
No, she didn't sing. She just played the piano.
Then the first song she released was Eyes on Me? Buy the single
I
right
wonder
now.
if we get to hear it.
Buy the single right now at the Square Enix store. How does the song go?
Well,
You don't know?
You don't know yet.
Well, you never let me hear it. Well, Laguna, we have to wait until the correct time to use it. I didn't think you listened to me. Who doesn't listen to music? Come on, everybody loves music. Come on.
people who hate music, I guess, and outlaw it.
I wasn't aware that.
Triton.
I wasn't aware. Well, okay, someone who's not a fictional character.
Robotnik.
Who's playing that wretched music?
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh yeah, right.
She recently got married.
Oh, I
Oh, yeah.
wonder by whom.
So there you go. She married somebody else, Shiroi. Anyway, go ahead. Oh, is it me? Okay, to some army general,
Yeah.
right? General Caraway or something. There you go, Shiroi. You know what? He married General Caraway. You know what this means, Shiroi? Julia is Renoa's mother.
Oh,
Which means that Laguna could have been her father.
And
He's not. But I'm sorry, Laguna, you are not the father.
I'm not too sure.
I have something to say about that, but I'll wait till the conversation is over. I read in a magazine that her true love went off to war and never came back. Oh, so she did indeed have the hots for Laguna. However, yeah, there you go.
He never sealed the deal.
General Caraway comforted her while she was feeling down. That's how they got to know each other.
In more ways than one.
One thing led to another, I guess. So she didn't wait for the soldier to come back.
So
That's cold.
So Julia's the one that got away. So what? Who cares, Baka?
He's
You
just saying
clearly
that,
care.
but inside he's just dying, like breathing.
Well, obviously that's pretty much as long as
let's
she,
get him some ice
But I
cream.
like what he says here. As long as she's happy, right? That's all that matters.
Ah, how nice, Laguna.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Laguna.
I'm going to.
Oh, so
rem-
that's
remember-
where Bella gets it from.
Remember, Shiroi, that's the modus operandi of this game. Whenever someone's distraught, they crouch for some reason. I don't.
Oh, it's like he's crouching.
Well, remember, Shiroi, that's what
wait,
Renoa
wait.
does. So
Maybe just under the bar like that?
Wait.
yes,
I get it now. Laguna really is Renoa's father because that's where she gets it from.
Oh, that can't be Joa because remember they never did it in that night, so he can't
Yeah.
he can't be
Because he
Renoa.
kept talking.
All right,
What if they-
what is it you?
I
Well, you say,
I
where
think
am I?
I think the fairies are here. Yes, Jova?
Yeah, basically from this point onward, Laguna will describe Squall and the others without leaving this flashback and asking question. The fairies.
Yeah.
Fairies.
Turns out
Guess so.
Turns out they are aware of the presence of our proper main characters.
But
Anyway,
don't understand what it is, so we just dismiss it.
I'm looking forward to the battle.
so yeah, now Laguna's gonna do his usual roundup of making sure he kills monsters to make sure the village is safe, and Kiros is gonna help him. Let's talk.
It's interesting.
See,
it's interesting.
see, like I told you, at least he's making himself useful.
No, not just that. It's interesting. In any other RPGs, this will actually be the prologue.
Yeah, that's
when
it.
you think about it.
It's interesting you say that too. I'll have something to say about that in a moment.
Would that be okay?
You work for what you eat. If that's fine with you, you're more than welcome.
I mean, if this was Final Fantasy 15, you also eat what you hunt. But I'm not sure how caterpillar meat tastes. So.
But yeah, okay. So first thing, I have something to say about the whole, I guess, plot revelation of the fact that Julia is Renoa's mother. Like Spoon himself said, that doesn't really have any relevance to anything. Like, yeah, it's a nice tie-in and shows how these two plots are connected, I guess. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really change anything. What does this change about Renoa's character? Nothing. How does this change the way we look at, General Caraway? Nothing. Like, it doesn't. Okay, it's a connection, but that's it. It doesn't change anything. So I don't even know why they bothered to make this connection, really. Like, you think this kind of reveal? You'd think there would be some kind. I get the whole idea that Laguna. That's the tragedy that Laguna's love never took off from the freaking floor. I get that.
There's also they probably just planted the scene to make sure the other revelation that happened tied to Laguna doesn't go in conflict with that. You know what I mean, Pedro?
Yeah. It's more so the fact it's kind of like the reveal in Beyond Two Souls that Jodie and Aiden are twins, and that Aiden is a stillborn twin. It doesn't change anything. It's not like this big revelation that completely changes how you look at the plot. No, it's just okay. So they're twins. Okay, so it's just.
Well, the least I can say is that this scene was actually pretty nice, and
Oh,
I
it
think
is.
what I can get with
Oh,
I think what I can get with this game.
Oh, it is.
honestly.
Oh, it is, Shira. That's the thing. Like I've said, this plot is much better. Why isn't this the plot? Why isn't this our primary plot? Like, I mean, it's by no means perfect, but I always enjoyed this plot more personally. At the very least, the characters in this one are not completely hopeless in their stupidity. They still do their stupid things. Don't get me wrong, like Laguna did in the last time we were here, but. Goddamn. Anyway, second part, like you yourself said, Teo, yeah, this feels like a prologue. That's exactly the problem with this game. The structure of this fucking story is a complete mess. Like
All over the place.
It's all over the place. We keep alternate. Remember, like I've already explained in the previous part, Squall's plot meandered for a lot before we finally settled on the sorcerer's plot. And like you yourself said, Teo, we abandoned the resistance plot basically at this point. Combined with the fact that we keep alternating between these two plots that feel very thin, that only have a very thin connection between each other, the structure and pacing of this game is so fucking whack.
Oh, a Chocobo station.
Yep.
Nice.
Sadly, Jova, don't expect too much because Chocobos and Moogles are kinda very scarce in this game. Chocobos are present in some kind of fashion, but if you want to see a Moogle, you have to use the Pocket Station app. And yes, it is very stupid.
I find it interesting how the one time that I was looking for wanting to random encounters and the game wouldn't give it to me, so I had to stop it and walk a bit. So, but yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Now that we have this battle music, and now that we're done, we're gonna go back to the tender, sweet love music. Like seriously, this isn't jarring at all, is it, Mr. Sound Director? Alright, now let's actually turn off random encounters and move on. But first, let's see. Yeah, the Laguna has
What
Squall.
happens when you press the no random encounters button? All the monsters just scurry away.
Well, there's also an actual in-game encounter non-ability that you learn from VIII. So, So I'm guessing what the booster does is it activates the code from the actual original game that activates that ability, but without you actually.
It's an actual new one that overrides it, because remember, Pedro, there are 1 or 2 points that, due to story reasons, even if you activate the ability from Diablos, you will still get potential encounters because of how the area is handled. This one overrides even that command.
Tail? If you told me that yesterday, I would go, oh, okay. But now I can confirm to you, Tail, that that's not the case, because when we get to the Deep Sea Research Center, we have that thing.
Oh, that section still works even with the booster on.
Yep,
Okay,
even with this booster on, Tail, the thing still gives you the encounter if you move while the thing is moving.
I get the idea then behind it, but it's a topic for another time. Basically, like.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I mean,
I actually thought. No, that's the thing. I actually thought that instead the booster had that ability for that particular section. But whatever, topic for another time.
Okay, let's step up our patrol a notch. Assistant Kiros, let's come up with a plan after we get back to the base.
So yeah, one thing that I checked in the meantime was if we remember this place is called Winhill, even if they haven't mentioned yet. Is if this is actually Laguna's hometown, but no, the wiki doesn't state where he was actually born. So this is basically where he went after the war.
Yes, go ahead, Jova.
Okay. Are you doing this patrol thing every day?
Yeah, there you go. He's about to actually explain what I meant when I said earlier, actually. So, Thing? What are you calling Thing? This is not the Addams Family.
Or the Fantastic Four.
Weren't you aiming to become a world-traveling journalist?
Yeah, but Najim and Kitaza dropped that plot as well.
You've heard of timber maniacs, right? I had a talk with the chief editor.
Did you know?
Yup. He said he's interested in any article related to world travel.
So he'll accept any random article from about world travel from any random schmo that knocks into his door?
This is also a subtle hint, because there are actual magazines of timber maniacs you can get that tell you useful stuff when it comes to the world.
Oh, sure, I get that too.
Go talk to him sometime.
I get that too.
No.
I'm more questioning the chief editor's hiring methods.
Oh, no, that's sure.
Okay.
No, I was just noting the fact that the game is actually cute as integrating story with the gameplay.
Sure.
That's more so just a peppy way of saying that, oh, he's looking for that kind of work in that sense.
I guess.
Like, it doesn't necessarily mean he'll take anything, but,
Once an expert on the subject.
It'd be okay if we stayed
Pretty
a little
much.
longer, right?
You need time to gather more material?
This seems like
a really nice town. You're gonna write about this place first, aren't you?
Yeah, well, what do you have to say about it? It's a
No way.
town that has
I
buildings.
love what it says here, actually. No way. Can't make this place famous. Too much publicity and you get all those tourists and stuff.
Ah, but what if they need it?
Well, so far they don't seem to need it.
This is not Motor Springs, Jova.
You afraid someone might come and take Rain away? Laguna, you changed, man. What, did he marry Rain?
No, but let's just say Rain has a crush on him. Hey, I see a monster.
Laguna, don't dodge the question.
You can't run away from your problems.
Well, remember, Joey, he's been
He'll try.
He's been here living with Rain and Elle for 6 months now, so maybe the comfort he got from from Rain is doing wonders. Who knows?
Isn't Rain a bit old for him?
Well, no. How old is her?
Let me check if the wiki states her age, but I'm pretty sure
And
we're all
even-
the same, Jova.
And even then, what does that matter?
This lullaby music's making me fall.
Babes, come on. Anyway,
Hey, don't play me, you play me that soon.
okay, around this time, Laguna is around 26, 27. Let me check Rain instead.
Go ahead. This
Honestly, I don't mind it. It is a bit repetitive, so I've just switched my brain off to it.
I've just pressed the mute button.
It's so
This
Super
is like
Mario.
background music.
Rain's
It's
age
so-
is actually not stated.
She doesn't look old though. I mean,
well.
she looks about the same age, really. She doesn't look. I mean,
She always seemed more middle-aged to me whenever I saw her. Maybe it's just the graphics working their way or whatnot, but you know, she always seemed older. Anyway, though, this music is so Super Mario 64-esque.
I get that.
What?
it's whispering, Joe. But whenever they do the parentheses, it's because they're whispering.
Yeah.
Girl talk. Let's come back later. Or maybe we could eavesdrop, so that the player can hear.
No.
But that's the only way the player will be able to hear what they say.
Use your morals.
Something inside me tells me to listen. This could our lives.
Yeah, the
could
side
end.
that's gonna get you slapped.
Dwebs.
Leaves it.
Rain, aren't you gonna marry Uncle Laguna?
Wow, she's so direct.
Elon's a
He's
shipper.
a child.
Elon's a
Well, I mean,
shipper.
you guys were talking, so
Sure. A guy like that,
Oof.
he was carried in here crying like a baby, and I was the one who had to take care of him. And I'm totally not trying
Which
to
means,
disguise.
of course, you love him.
Exactly.
I'm just repressing their emotion. Oh wow.
Screw is speaking in enough aspirations. Every time I try to have a serious conversation, he avoids it. I can't stand his snoring, and he talks in his sleep. Yeah,
And
you.
that's
You
Yeah.
like him, don't you?
It's not like I like him, Baba Babaka.
But
But
he's really nice. I really like him.
aw,
nice.
Cute.
Rain, Uncle Laguna, and Elle should all be together.
aw. We're all gonna be a big happy. We're all gonna be a big happy family.
It would be a shame if something happened.
Yeah, it would.
Oh,
it
I
would.
know.
Oh yeah, it would, wouldn't it? For the second time, indeed. Anyway,
Incidentally, this room reminds me of Cloud's room from Final Fantasy VII. I'm sure that's not a sign of anything.
but you
Don't
know,
worry, Jova. No psychopath with a katana around.
I think what he really wants to do is travel all over the world. That is true. Yeah, he did say that in the previous flashback. Yeah.
What are you, psychic?
I don't think he has it in him to live in a quiet country town like this one. Some people are like that, but others are not. Oh, he makes me so mad.
I stare at the cupboard in frustration.
Yes. Again, Kitaz is not a very good director. Anyway,
Yeah, speaking of which,
You don't like him?
like, Rain, can you enter the frame again, please? There we go, thank you.
I feel the same as you, Alone. Not like that.
I think that just means she likes him.
Exactly.
Right.
Not everything is like that, Jova.
Get your my turn to say it. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Hello, we're totally not listening to you or anything.
Yeah, you're back.
I love how she
Yeah.
spells.
listening outside?
I came back in a hurry.
Sure. Come on, Kiros, hold the act. Oh,
Kiros just got here as well, I assure you. Here's our report on today's patrol and monster extermination. I turned off the random encounters, so we're fine. Including
Don't we all just turn off the random encounters? That way we can forever be safe.
including Bunchumbuchus and Bumbuns. Wow. I've exterminated 4 and that's not the game.
I forgot that in this case, like, you get a reward if you defeat enough monsters. I
All
forgot
right.
about this.
All right, thank you. Shall we eat before you get started with the next patrol? Yeah, that sounds good. Actually. I'll call you when it's ready, so wait in the open bracket in your room, close bracket. You seem pretty tired. You should take a quick nap.
Thank you. Totally know that.
You know, Joe, but this seems to be a recent trend we're having, where we're playing games that have a very questionable at best plot that has some occasional flashes to a much better plot we could have been having, like with Last of Us Part 2 as well. So yeah.
You're joining us too, right, Mr. Crow?
Kiros.
I will give this game credit, though.
Oh, no.
At least...
This is better. I no matter what you're gonna say, I agree.
Okay.
We have me and Rain and Uncle Laguna and Mr. Kiros.
So happy and all together.
Indeed. And this is the epi. Yeah, this isn't exactly it. Why couldn't we just have this be the ending of Laguna's plot? At very least, just have someone have an epi ending for a change.
I guess it's because they still want to,
This is also
Laguna stuff.
Also, remember, there is a point behind Squall and the others having these flashbacks. They're not just, being shown without a purpose.
Oh, I get that too.
We need to get to the point where they connect to what's going on with the characters.
I know. I just want to drop the main plot and follow this one instead.
I mean, okay, look, don't get me wrong. I do like this plot, but I will say this. When you actually look at this plot, though, would it alone be able to foundate a whole story?
Well, if they fleshed it out...
Probably not.
Well, if they fleshed it out, maybe. Who knows? I mean...
Like I said, this could serve easily enough as a prologue. You couldn't just, expand from there. Maybe the entire quest being Laguna's, wanting to explore the world for his journalistic purposes. I can pull out of my ass an excuse in 5 minutes for starting a plot with this.
And again, me and Teo are not film school graduates like Kitaze is.
Yeah.
So
I will say this though, I definitely agree with Teo here. Like, well, regardless of whether or not you think that this could, facilitate a plot in and of itself, at the very least, I feel like they should have done a Kingdom Hearts 2 thing where, yeah, even if it was pretty long, have this be a prologue to what's being set up here and there. Like.
The problem, Jova, is that basically the way the flashbacks are intertwined, they're there to foreshadow some elements that are about to happen in the present.
Which, that isn't too bad itself here and there. It's just that, well, I don't know. It's like if the flashbacks that played in Final Fantasy VII, were not as sensical as that. Like, for example, the flashback with Cloud and Sephiroth, showing Sephiroth's backstory. Okay, the flashback with Vincent and Lucretia, showing off Vincent's stuff. The flashback with Cloud and Zack, phenomenal stuff here and there, and I get why that stuff comes with here. Again, maybe it's because, at this point a first-time player wouldn't necessarily know what the point of these flashbacks are. But like I said, if you're someone who's more into the main plot, you may get a bit annoyed with this stuff constantly interrupting. Like, even if it is technically better, the problem is like, well, the main plot is still the main plot. Whereas this is, well, it's mainly a set of events loosely tied together with, context that has to be more told than shown to us because it's obviously the secondary element here and there.
Well, yeah, the main reason why it has some of the context has to be told to us rather than shown is because, again, this is not...
Maybe expanded into its own proper story, it could have been good, but, we just have with what we have.
Well, yeah,
it's good still, yes.
Well, that's the thing, Joe.
I'm not quite sure if I like it better than the actual main plot, but it's fine. It's good.
Well, that's the thing, Jova. The reason there's so much context that is told to us rather than shown is because, again, this is not the focus. So, of course, they have to tell some of that stuff to us. The second thing is, I don't think it's really that much of a factor because the flashbacks in 7 are inherently part of the plot. Like, oh, okay, Squall, tell us about this Sephiroth guy. We don't know who he is. And then Cloud tells the entire backstory of Nibelheim. So the flashbacks happen because there's a need for the story to have that flashback. And like you yourself said, Jova, a first-time player is going to be lost on what the hell these flashbacks are all about and how the hell do they relate to anything. So I don't think it's that fair because the thing with these flashbacks, aside from some thin connections, and yes, later they're going to fully converge, like Teo said, but up until this point, there's such a thin connection between these two plots that that I don't think it's quite the same case.
Oh, okay. If you allow me for a second, Pedro, I'm right here on the wiki that tells behind the scenes. Don't worry, I will not take it long. Nojima planned for the two playable parties, Squall, present-day group, and Laguna's group from the past, to contrast with one another. Laguna's group consists of characters in their late 20s who have plenty of combat experience and are close friends who have fought together for a time and trust one another. Squall's party, on the other hand, is young and inexperienced, and Squall himself does not initially understand the value of friendship. The two main characters was planned since the beginning of the game's development. Nomura tried to create a contrast between Laguna and Squall's occupation. Thus, Laguna became a soldier and Squall became a mercenary student. The designers intend Laguna to be similar to the previous protagonist of the Final Fantasy series to complement Squall, who is different from previous main characters. Nojima initially envisioned for Laguna's part to encompass the first half of the game. It ended up being cut down due to various reasons, quote-unquote, and the map made just for Laguna timeline did not get much use. There's also other stuff, but I might mention another time. So yeah, you have your confirmation that initially this was supposed to be just at the beginning. So there's that.
So maybe they just ran out of time putting more into it?
Or they wanted to focus instead on the main party and, again, relegate Laguna just on the sideline. Who knows?
I do wonder, like, well, maybe if, these two stories had, equal amounts of stuff, I feel like maybe it could have helped me liking, the secondary story more. Look, I'll put it like this. I definitely like it, and I do respect that it does do some stuff better than the main story. I think my main issue is again, as the story is, until we get to a certain point, it's just something that kind of, feels like it's stalling the main story at hand here and there. Mm-hmm. And, I feel like if there was more of it, per se, it would feel like it's more a proper part of it. Whereas, as it is, it feels like something that just occasionally distracts us from the main plot of the plot. It's like if Final Fantasy VII's main plot was occasionally interrupted by bits from Final Fantasy VI. Until it turns out that, oh, no, wait, this was actually set up 10 being canon to 7.
Alright.
Well, tune in next time, everybody, where now that we're done with the flashback, we get back to see what exactly happened to our heroes after being captured by Galbadia.
Squall Pedro, come on, don't you know?
Okay, I'll just
sure, Teo. Sure. Teo. You mean in the same way that Saz died? Yeah, because you totally bought that, didn't you?
Yeah, Saz was 1 second super cheerful and the next pointing a gun to his head.
Everyone's dead.
To be fair, guys, Sid in Final Fantasy IV died.
No, he didn't. I think he died, actually.
I think you mean 6. Sid in Final Fantasy 6 is the one that dies. So.
And hey, Aerith died.
True, but those characters you mentioned are not the protagonists.
Well, okay. In that case, Terra can technically not make it to the end of Final Fantasy VI plots in the sense that you can literally just leave her be.
True, but she doesn't necessarily die. She just stays there in that village thing with the children and shit. So, but whatever, we're dragging this out.
Let's check in on Squall and the others next time. See ya.
See ya.